safety, guys. This is for all of you who missed the meeting last night, all right? I'm Rachel with Aflac. You're probably familiar with the duck. I think sometimes there's a little bit of a misconception on what Aflac is and what we're not. Here's the deal. We are rolling Aflac out to you guys. I'm going to give you a brief little presentation here, kind of explain the way that it works, what we are, what we're not, and then I'm going to let you know how we're going to go moving forward. So I drew a little scenario here for you guys. I had a gentleman who was in a car wreck, and he broke his femur, which is this bone right here, and he was out of work for 3 months. I want you to think about, if you were out of work for 3 months, how you would pay a lot of your bills, all right? So I've kind of drawn here a little bit so that you can see some of the medical bills that he has. I listed here. He rode in an ambulance. He was hospitalized for 4 nights. He had cast, crutches, MRIs, x-rays, broken leg, physical therapy, all those different things. Now, my question to you is, who covers those bills there? If you said major medical, you're dead on, all right? So I'm going to write MM for major medical. That could be Blue Cross Blue Shield. That could be Kaiser. If someone's a veteran, it would be the VA that would cover those bills. If it happens on the job, who would cover those bills? If you said workman's comp, you're right again, all right? But who would cover these bills for you guys in the event of a sickness or an injury? Your rent, your food, your car payment, gas, utilities, daycare, keeping lights on in the house. More importantly, if you're out of work, who's replacing your paycheck? Those are all things that Aflac covers. So, we pay cash to our policyholders based on any sickness or any injury. And however you need to use the money as the policyholder, that's how you use the money. If one of you guys watching this video needed to use the money to cover your ambulance bill, you could. If another one of you needed to use it to keep the lights on in your house or food on your kids' table, you could use it for that as well. Or if another one of you was like this guy and you needed to take 6 weeks off of work because you broke your leg, you could use it for that as well. We don't care how you use the money, but our promise is to be there when you need us most, and we promise to pay fairly and promptly. I'm going to go over the 3 plans that we're rolling out to you guys this year. The very first one that we're rolling out is the accident plan, okay? This is kind of the common sense plan. Most of the time when someone thinks of Aflac, this is exactly what they think of. The duck doing yoga, the duck gets hurt, the duck gets paid. That's this plan right here, all right? It's going to cover on-the-job injuries. Please hear me when I say this. On-the-job injuries and off-the-job injuries. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week coverage. It's anything little, like you crack your tooth and you need to go to the dentist, to big. You're in a car wreck, you end up in intensive care. Little, you move a box, pull your back, you have to go to the chiropractor, to big. Your son steps in a hole and breaks his ankle. Okay, so it's on-the-job injuries and off-the-job injuries. It's 24 hours a day, 7 days a week coverage. This gentleman right here, he had the accident plan, and on the accident plan, we paid him right at $7,000. The larger the injury on that particular plan, the more you're going to get paid. There's hospitalization benefits built to it. There's physical therapy, follow-up, CT scans, MRIs, and so forth and so on, all right? The second plan that we're rolling out to you guys is the hospital plan. This is a fantastic plan. Pays out $1,000 if you're hospitalized overnight. It pays you $25 per doctor visit. So for those of you that have health insurance, this is really going to help cover those copays that you would have in the event of a sickness or an injury. There's surgical visits. There's CT scans, MRIs, ambulance benefits. The thing that I want you to remember about the hospital plan is it covers sickness as well as injury. So the accident plan covers accidents. The hospital plan covers sickness and injuries. Many times people combine both of these, so whether you're sick or you're injured, you've got money coming in from Aflac, all right? The third plan that I'm going to roll out to you this year is short-term disability. This is probably the most important plan someone can have. This actually replaces a portion of your income if you are out of work due to a sickness or due to an injury. If you are a sole provider for your family, or if your family heavily relies on your income, I want you to think about what would happen if you were out of work for an extended period of time, how your family would continue to pay daily living expenses. All right, so this plan would kind of keep those things in place. It would kind of provide an extra level of protection. It would replace a portion of your income in the event that you were out of work due to a sickness or an injury. Please hear me when I say this. This year only, this plan has no underwriting questions. There are typically about 35 of them. Everything from height, weight, DUIs, convicted of felonies, convicted of felonies, sleep apnea, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, diabetes. All those things are typically knockout questions, but this year only we're unable to ask those things, okay? This gentleman, he also had the short-term disability plan, and from the short-term disability plan, because he was out of work, we paid him an additional $7,000. So from Aflac, he got $14,000, and that's how he paid those daily living expenses. All right, even though those medical bills were covered 100%, Aflac still paid him the $14,000. So we're going to be coming out to your job sites, talking to you guys a little bit. Here's the main thing I want you to know. The plans are really, really inexpensive. The accident plan costs about $5.13 a week. It's pre-tax out of the paycheck, so the difference you're feeling is about $3.75. The other two, less than $9 a week as well. Of course, you're able to add your family, your wife, your kids, something like that. But all of our plans range between $5 and $9 a week. Again, pre-tax out of the paycheck, so they're very inexpensive. I look forward to meeting you guys. Chris is going to be letting you know when I'm going to be there, and I look forward to seeing you. The biggest thing is that, remember, some of the plans this year only, there's no health questions, and that's huge for you guys in this industry. Thanks so much, and I look forward to seeing you soon.